well, this is where it all starts. This is about my third time making this video. About 19 years old, single. I think my family thinks I'm gay. Working as a host at O'Charlie's, on break on college, and growing a mustache and beard out. So, yeah, I don't know what's happening right now. So, we'll see. You know, things are getting better. Hopefully I don't hit a deer right now. Yeah, there's deers out here. So, like, this video will be about how to be a good delivery driver. Because currently I am a host at O'Charlie's, actually doing a really good job there, actually. And busboy and dishwasher. Which, that's been Chronicles. The Chronicles of Matt. But I will tell you guys the first Chronicles I had, it was a piece of delivery driving for Papa John's. So I'll give you guys tips how to be a good piece of delivery driver. So I'll give it to, I got low battery. I'm doing this on put it right over here, or switch it. Yeah, and how to be a good piece of delivery driver. So, like, first thing you guys need to do is when you need a reliable car, at least. I mean, I have a Honda Accord, so let me turn off my car, make this less bad. Alright, save gas. Yeah, have a reliable car or something like that, a Honda Accord, or just a fast car in general. So yeah, and then when you're first doing delivery driving, you're making minimum wage, which is pretty good actually. In some ways, you're actually making more money in assistant managers and all that kind of stuff, or managers. So, like, the first tip I got is call before you do your first delivery. Because when you call beforehand, man, like, I'll tell you, the tips go. The likelihood of getting tips is far higher than if you don't call. So, like, every time I called beforehand, the likelihood was about 70% to have a tip at least. So, call beforehand when you're doing delivery driving. Second tip is always have a full tank of gas. I had so many times where my gas wasn't fully, and then, like, during a shift I had to get gas, and it was counterproductive, and that was bad. So, and then the third tip is try to be quick on it, and then when you get there, try to like, kind of, I would say sympathy card, but just act like you've been busting your balls, kind of. And other thing, I got one of the best tips ever was I saw one of the customers' dogs. So, like, if you see a pet, just be all over the pet and, like, say how pretty it is, or bring up, like, about if you have a pet, so that kind of makes a connection with the customer. And I think I got about like $7 of a tip there, so that helped a lot. And got other tips. Know your routes in your cities, because the first delivery drive I have, it was during a game day. I live in Alabama. It was during a football game, and man, that was crazy. I got pulled over with, like, some sheriff. He didn't know what the hell I was doing, and there were so many other stories. Some drunk dude gave me like $60 of a tip. That's probably the best tips I made through that night. I mean, any night. So, like, know your routes. If I knew my routes that first night, man, I would have made probably bank on that. So, know your routes when you're doing delivery driving, and it'll be soothsaying. Because you can use Google Maps. Like, Google Maps helps a lot. So, I use Google Maps, and, I mean, just know the routes in the cities, and it just makes everything easier. Some other tips. Oh, yeah, and, like, you'll probably start getting, like, the same customers. So, if it's the same customers, try to be as quick as possible. Give them, like, as many compliments as possible. And if you give them compliments, like, the tips will go even higher, and they'll start remembering you. So that's the other tip. And what's the other tip? If you're late, you're gonna be late a few times. If you're late, sometimes I was just brutally honest with them. I was like, yeah, I kind of fucked up a little bit, or messed up. and that kind of stuff. And then, or you can just make up a lie. And I had some good lies where I was like, sometimes I threw the manager under the bus, and that actually worked a few times, which I felt a little bad. But if you throw the manager under the bus, they actually might still give you a tip. So I mean, there's many other tips. Keep your car maintenance up, because I mean that's the vehicle of your car. I mean, the car is really what you're making. Like, you need your car to good. So oil change and tire rotations and that kind of stuff. And then, yeah, I mean, really the most important one I kind of realized when I was doing delivery driving was, if you call, I already said this, but if you call beforehand, you will, like, it'll take, you'll make the customer think, okay, they're taking this job seriously and they're coming, you're on your way, and that kind of stuff. And this is another good tip. Before you leave, like, make sure the order's right, because I had so many ones where, I got there quick, and I'm pretty sure I was about to I made a pre-tip, and I fucked up the order, or it was some cook got the wrong order or something, and that kind of stuff. And just know if the meal is correct or not, because it's just counterproductive, and it's just, the customer doesn't need, some 19-year-old, 18-year-old kid coming with the wrong pizza. I mean, what I know, but and this is another tip. It's not really a tip, but try to apply to a area where they're gonna tip well. Cause I applied. I got a job where it wasn't so good. I think my mom. I like her. All right. Yeah, I had a weird day today, so do that. And then, yeah, keep your skin kind of good, because, I get some kind of acne a few times, get acne, keep your teeth good, have a bright smile, don't have like a dip in or something. I mean, that's nice and that kind of stuff, but, look clean, look happy. I mean, I had glasses at the time. Maybe, kind of like Clark Kent a little bit, I don't know, tell me in the comments if you think I look like Clark Kent. I don't think so. Well, yeah, I might probably need to get humbled there, but, I mean, delivery driving is worth it. It's always a trip doing it, but I eventually had to quit because it was just too much stress, and my car was getting all sorts of messed up, and I had to quit it, and the tips weren't making enough, and that's why I always recommend getting like a good area for you to apply to, so you make good tips. So that's all the tips I got. I mean, for now, yeah. I mean, if you are going to do delivery driving, it's good money. You're going to be making more money as assistant managers and that kind of stuff, or managers. But if you are smart and you're a hard worker and dedicated, you can make actually a good amount of money delivery driving. And you're always going to have a story. I mean, I remember coming back to my apartment, and I always had some kind of story going on, or something happened, I mean, I got so many stories. But, this is where it all starts. This is going to be my first YouTube video, and name's Matt, and I think my second video is gonna be about how to be a good host, because I'm doing pretty good as a host. I'm really liking it. I'm gonna make some videos about like fat loss, or fasting. I mean, I got all sorts of things. I mean, I'm a mess. I mean, I got a lot of things going on. So, and I'm drinking a diet Sprite. Yeah, drinking a diet Sprite right now. So, all right, please like and subscribe. Yeah, so, all right, it's good talking to you guys. All right, bye.